I really have something on my heart that I want to share with you guys. And I wrote some notes down for this because I don't know when I was going to film this, to be honest. I really wanted to get this to you guys before the new year, but it's all about manifestation and your vision board and your goals for the new year. Ending this year, reflecting, and starting the new year strong. I'm going to sit on the floor. Oh, my butt's cold. So I was going to honestly do a masterclass, a manifestation masterclass. But after deep thought, I don't have the capacity right now to put that on my plate. I might do it in January. I would love to do it in January. But right now in December, I don't have the space for it. So instead, I'm going to do a podcast. And it's right here. And it's the big four. I got 4 questions for you guys to reflect and sum up your year. And I want you to take your journal out, write them down, and then sometime this week or this weekend, carve out 5 hours, go to a coffee shop, go get a massage, rent a hotel room, or just leave your comfortable environment and go somewhere else. And I want you to really set some intention and space aside to answer these questions. The first question is, what happened this year? And if you're anything like me and you're like, oh my gosh, what the hell happened this year? I can't think of it. Go open your camera roll and look at all your photos from January, because you can space your camera roll. You can organize it by going through like months and stuff. So that's what I did to like really remind myself exactly what happened, because I did a lot this year. So reflecting on what happened this year, number 1. Number 2, what didn't happen? Right? So if you have a vision board, look at your vision board and what didn't come true, right? What did you set your goals on from last year that literally didn't come true? Number 3 is, what did you take action on? By the way, I'm trying not to make this awkward because I'm sitting in a public space with New York in the background, like I've said 10 times. And people are kind of looking at me like, what is she doing sitting on the floor? But that might be a story I'm making up in my head. So we're just going to go with it. Like I said, number 3, what did you take action on? And I want to talk about action. Action does not mean lifting heavy weights in the gym. Action doesn't mean picking yourself up and moving 100,000 miles away, right? Action can be shifting your mindset. Taking aligned action can be changing your mindset from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, which is what I had done in my life, right? And that shifted a lot. So again, action doesn't have to be physical. It can be mentally, it could be spiritually, it could be emotionally. Taking action on maybe going to see a therapist, or taking action on hiring the coach. Last question I want you to ask yourself in the big 4. What mood were you in and what energy were you in? Most often, right? Was there a lot of momentum? Was there a lot of scarcity energy? Was there a lot of fear? Was there a lot of shame? Was there a slow mindset? Were you in a victim mindset? Where was your energy this year? After you have summed up your year with these reflection questions, it is time to move on to your priorities. And your priorities are going to be what moves you forward. What are your priorities for 2024? Now, I invite you to pick anywhere between 1 to 5 priorities for this year, right? For example, I haven't completely finished mine yet. I usually pick 3, but I do know my 2 right now are health and business expansion. And so if you don't know what your priorities are for the new year, ask your higher self, ask your stronger self, who is Jessica, who is you 2.0 doing? What is she doing next year? Right at the end of 2024, close your eyes, envision yourself at the end of the year. What energy is she in? What were her priorities this year? Was it travel? Was it connection? Was it health? Was it money? Was it success? Was it finances? Was it art? Was it dance? Was it movement? What were her priorities? So now after you get super, super clear on what your priorities are for the new year, the next step is set your goals that align with your priorities. This shit fires me up so much because I've done this for a couple years in a row, and any year that I have not done this, my year did not go as planned. And so the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because it works, and I've done it from experience. Setting goals that align with your priorities. Now, this whole thing, like I said before, set 4 hours, 5 hours aside to do this, because this does not have to take a week. You can do this in one day, and I recommend you just doing it in one day and getting it done, right? If you think of something the next day or the next week, you can edit it, right? There's no final say with any of this. And so it doesn't have to take over planning. One of my priorities is business expansion. What are one of my goals with that? Spreading my name in the fitness industry, spreading my name in the podcast industry, being more aligned with what I want to offer in this world, how I want to go about the next step in my business, networking. And so now, after you set your goals that align with your priorities, now is the perfect time to start your vision board and create your vision board, because it is all wrapped up into one. Helicopter, like you can hear it in the background. After you set your goals that are in alignment with your priorities, this is the time to start creating your vision board. And let me talk to you about vision boards real quick. All right, this is going to come to an end in a couple minutes, but when it comes to your vision boards, you can put all these amazing pictures of these things that you want to come into your life, or you can put all these pictures on there that are filler pictures. And so I invite you to only put on your vision board pictures that are associated with what your goals are and with what your priorities are for that year. If, let's say, one of your goals is fitness, putting a picture of yourself or someone who is an aspiring fitness model for you. If that's a priority, cool, put that on there. But if you just have space, don't put it on there just for the aesthetics. And I'm not saying, let me reword that, okay? I don't want to tell you what to do, but I want to invite you to do certain things that's worked for me. Been doing this for a minute. And so sometimes we're like, ooh, how many pictures can we put on? How many things can we put on? I remember a couple years ago, I was doing a vision board with a friend. And she's like, oh, I have like 100 pictures. And a thought came up into my mind. Oof, I only have like 20. I need to do more. I need to do more. And then as I was creating my vision board, I had so many pictures left over. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more, okay? But know what you want, right? If you're doing this with a friend, be very conscious of not letting their energy into yours, unless it's like a full fuck yeah, right? And that's why I always coach and I always teach my clients to do certain things by themselves, like their vision boards or setting their goals for the new year. Because if you do this with other people and you are the type to get influenced very easily, you might get influenced by a great idea, but it may not be what you truly want. And so if you are that person, like I am, right? I invite you to do certain things alone, like this, like creating your vision board. But if this is also like your first time doing it and you are desiring support from others, do it with someone, right? There's no right or wrong. This is just advice that I am giving you guys. So fuck yeah. Thank you guys for listening. I'm so proud of you. I acknowledge you guys so deeply for listening to this whole podcast. I see you and I'm so excited for you in this new year. If you need any support at all, please send me a message on Instagram at jessica.tellian. We can hop on a call if you have any thoughts or questions, or if you want to work together. I am opening some spots for one-on-one the start of January. So let me know if it's something that interests you. Again, send me a DM. I'll send you my calendar link to schedule a free discovery call and we can talk. And if you don't want to work together, but you have questions, send me a DM. I'm here for you guys. I fucking love you, each and every one of you, for watching this, for listening to this, for supporting me in this new adventure of mine with the podcast. And I'm so excited for what's to come in 2024. Your girls got big plans, okay? Your girls got big plans. We going through this life together, becoming the strongest versions of ourselves. Have a happy holidays. Have a happy New Year's. Don't forget to rest. Don't forget to bring some balance into your life and have fun and let loose a little bit, right? Life isn't that fucking serious, okay? I love you guys. Have a beautiful, powerful rest of your day. Peace.